I'm Maeliks' mom, and I'm going to be making chocolate covered fruit today. I have some evaporated milk. That's the back of it, sorry. Evaporated milk. Yeah, great value. Carnation's great. Use whatever you want. Just make sure it's evaporated milk. As you saw in the background, I have sweetened dried cherries and dried blueberries and cranberries. If you don't like those fruits, that's cool. Just find whatever dried fruit you like. Not a big deal. As you can tell, I got my stuff at Walmart. So right now I have an induction stovetop, yada yada, but this is the induction pan. I do have the induction New Wave thing where you can pretty much set it to melt chocolate in a much better way, but I want to relate to people who probably don't have that option, so I have it set on medium right now. The reason I have the evaporated milk, even though I'm going to be using dark chocolate, is due to the fact that it will help the chocolate, since I'm not going to be doing the boiling water, steam kind of heat pan thing. They called it like a double broiler over low heat. I'm not going to do that. It takes a lot longer, and I'm realistic. This pan itself will give you the ability to take care of the chocolate. It's already warm, so I can turn the heat down. On the stovetop that I have in the place that I rent, I'm going to be setting it up to be on low. It was on medium. I'm now going to turn it down to low. Okay, so now that the pan is already hot, I'm going to add the milk. Remember, shake well. Okay, I add the whole thing. We're melting chocolate. I want as much chocolate as I can get. I'm going to set this down for a moment. You guys should be able to see the lovely merchandise that is available. I just pretty much opened the chocolate, that's all. Alright, so this chocolate is a bunch of little chips. Little itty bitty chip. As you can see here, I'm just going to drop them in. We had it on medium because that's going to heat up my pan enough that it being on low should go ahead and continue to melt the chocolate. No, this will not give you milk chocolate. It's still dark chocolate. If you're wondering about what I'm going to be stirring it with, I'm actually going to be using a whisk. Yep. And as you can see, as I've been adding the chocolates, they've slowly been disappearing. This is good. I will need to stir it, however, here in a minute. Okay. As I stir it, I can feel the bottom of the pan. Nice and smooth. No worries there. These chocolates are already melting, guys. It's going to be great. It is, it is, it is, it is. Now, I kept it on medium in case you're wondering how long I did that. 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. I really did not keep it on very long. I literally put nothing in the pan. Do not use a non-cooking or a non-stick cooking spray. Do not do that. Do not try and use butter. There is no point because the chocolate is going to stick to the pan if you do not use the evaporated milk. Evaporated milk and chocolate always work really well together. I've never had any complaints, nor have I ever run into an issue with them not mixing. So all of my chocolates are actually melted. And it's great because it took like not even a few seconds since the pan was already hot from it being on medium with nothing in it. As you can see, nothing is burning to the pan. I'm using my whisk Whisks are a lot better than these things. I apologize, this is mashed potatoes on it. A lot better than these. These, you really can't feel, but with your whisk and the metal wires and everything, you can actually feel the chocolate. Feel if it's sticking, and you have enough power back behind you and that whisk to go ahead and stop the chocolate from sticking without scraping your pan. It's fantastic. Think of it as a gravy or a roux. Think of it like that. So this chocolate is pretty much done. What you're going to want to do at this point is figure out which of the delectable delights you would like to coat, because you're only going to have so much chocolate. Unless you bought like 2 bags of those things, and then you can pretty much do like all of them. Me, I'm going to do the cherries and the blueberries. As you can see, even while I'm talking to you, I am still whisking. Why? Because if you don't, just like gravy, it's going to stick to the bottom. Chocolate does harden, guys. Sure does. All right. So, no lie, I'm going to taste it. Yep, that's still dark. It kind of has a hot cocoa taste, like cocoa powder. Has a very similar taste to that. So if you're wondering kind of what is this going to taste like, there's a good example. No, I don't use cocoa powder. I hate it. The flavor that it gives is way too chalky, but that's just me. So as you can see, pretty much there's this beautiful liquid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this over. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little piece that I want to use. It's a pan. I don't know why I said piece. It's a glass pan. I'm going to put all of them. Not, oh, just blueberries. Oh, just cherries. No, I'm going to do all of them that I want to coat because, back to stirring, sorry. Because I want to make sure that I do not run out of chocolate. One thing you'll run into if you're doing multiple fruits is you may run out of chocolate if you're separating them out. So it doesn't hurt. It's not a big deal to just get out a glass dish. And with that glass dish, you have the ability, oops, sorry guys. You have the ability to go ahead and decide, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this fruit or that fruit or this fruit. So these are the cranberries. I'll show you here in a minute what it'll look like. These will be my cranberries. Okay. Blueberries. And they do have a pretty distinct aroma. Just so you know. I'm getting cute little bubbles in my chocolate. I don't want no bubbles. That's just me personally. I really don't know if it has anything to do with anything. My blueberries. Another reason I really love kind of just putting them all together is whenever you put them in a bag, you don't know what you're getting, but you do know what you covered in chocolate. So when you do get to eat them, it's kind of a surprise. Ooh, this one's cherry. Ooh, this one's cranberry. Ooh, this one's blueberry. And it's a great way for tricking my kids. Yes, I have 2 children. Like I said, I'm Malik's mom. Okay. Alright guys, so I'm going to bring the camera over here so you can see. You probably cannot tell which fruits are which. That's totally fine. The little ones are blueberries, then cherry in the middle, then cranberry. Alright, so I'm going to add the chocolate. This is going to be a little difficult as usually I'm holding my phone. That's how I'm usually recording these videos for you guys. So, I want you to bear with me. No judging. Totally judge-free zone. Alright, here we are. Here's all of our lovely chocolate. You're just going to cover all of this fruit. All of these fruits. I'm going to have to set it down because I got to scrape. Alright guys, look at my ceiling. Look at my ceiling. Listen to the noise of chocolate. I will show you this pan. I'll totally show you this pan. Like I said, nothing burnt on there. Like it's just flat out coming off. And this is great news. This is great news for you. This is great news for me. Means I'm doing a great job. Okay, the other thing that we will go ahead and do is make sure that they're all sunken in. Okay, sink them all in. Yeah, I'm using my whisk. No big deal, right? I used it on the chocolate the whole time. Sink them all in. We want them to be in the chocolate, be of the chocolate. And it doesn't hurt. I mean, mix it up. Mix it up. We all know what chocolate is in there. We all know what candy is in there. Well, candy or fruit. This is going to be candy. Let me hold it this way. Yeah. And see, it didn't look like it was going to soak them, but it did. They are covered. Now, if you're a normal mom like me, and you have a normal refrigerator that you keep your regular groceries in, and you know, you just want to go ahead and make sure that this stuff hardens. It's going to be a little bit difficult if I just put this in there because there's a lot of chocolate. So I do have a solution for that. Okay. All right, so what I normally do when I'm trying to do a chocolate covered delight is I will take them and I will strain the chocolate out. So that's just whatever has them covered. I will go and then I will let them cool and freeze. But yeah. In this circumstance. I'm going to end this video here because like I said, to each their own. I just wanted to show you guys how to do melting chocolate at home without having to do a double boiler, as well as in a pretty easy way based upon the fact that nobody really wants to have burnt chocolate that smells awful. And they want to be able to do it at home without buying expensive things. So just have any kind of pan that can be used on any kind of induction. And usually you'll be able to tell because they'll usually have like this brass kind of color to it. Greenware, things like that. Anything like that. And, you know, you just heat it up 5 minutes on medium heat on your regular stove. It can be gas, it can be electric, it doesn't matter. Just make sure it's medium. I know gas is a little tricky, so that's when the flame is not fully engulfing it. That's when it's about like this. So anyways, you'll do that for 5 minutes. Nothing in the pan. You'll use some of the evaporated milk. Don't put chocolate in until after you've got the evaporated milk in there. And then you add the chocolate and you stir it with a whisk. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and I will get to them whenever I get to them. I work just like everybody else and I've got my kids. So usually I'll be on YouTube watching other people do stuff. I should be able to give you guys responses. YouTube's like my cable. So I really do appreciate you guys watching my video and I hope you have a fantastic day.